I've done that before, and I ended up going into shock from dehydration. Oh my god, oh my gosh, oh my god. Oh my days, just, it was just, and then, boom. Hey guys, today I'm going to be reacting to Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. But first, I have a little secret to tell you. I'm not just any reactor. I am Charlotte the Starlet, and I'm a writer. So I don't just react, I review. And the way I do it is simple. If I like something, I add a point, starting from last video's total. If I don't like something, I take a point off. Now this is my little darling, Seth. He loves books too, so he's just gonna chill right here. Y'all ready? You ready? Let's jump in. Oh no, it's Dudley's birthday. And just like that, Harry finds himself in the car, on the way to the zoo for the first time in his life. Eventually, the snake did wake up. And when it does, it winks at Harry. Oh my days, there's an actual boa constrictor out on the loose. Chapter 3. The letters from no one. The summer holidays have begun. Oh no. There was a brief mention last time of how Harry gets bullied at school, and he thought he was going to catch a break during the summer, but no. Every single day Dudley invited his friends round, and they continued to bully Harry. That's so... So Harry has spent a lot of time thinking about secondary school, because for the first time in his life he'll be away from Dudley. Dudley and his friends have apparently got places at Uncle Vernon's old school called Smeltings, and Harry is going to Stonewall High. Can we just talk about the name Smeltings though? Because isn't a smelt a type of fish that literally stinks? So is Smeltings meant to be for things that smell? I'm sorry you guys had to hear that. Here we go. Post has arrived. The postman had 3 things for the Dursleys. And then the letter for Harry. Oh my life. It says that when Harry picks up his letter, his heart was twanging like a giant elastic band. Bruv. Oh my days. It has been way too long since I've heard a description that good. Oh my days, just, it was just, I also love the fact that it's addressed to the cupboard under the stairs. Oh my gosh, and it's written in emerald green ink. Like, where do you even get ink like that? Because I need some. That sounds gorgeous. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. As a writer, this is almost giving me ASMR tingle. Oh my god, oh my gosh, oh my god. The Hogwarts coat of arms on the wax seal. Just, oh my days, guys. It's happening again. Oh my days, I'm losing it. I'm fangirling all over again. Oh my days, but just, the image of the lion, the eagle, the badger and the snake in that wax seal is just pure aesthetics. Oh man. Right as Harry was about to unfold his envelope, Dudley noticed it and told on him. When Uncle Vernon realized that Harry had a letter, it says his face went from red to green. Just like a traffic light. Oh my days, it legit says that. It says his face went from red to green faster than a set of traffic lights. But I legit thought of that before I read that, you guys. Not that it's the most mind-blowing revelation. it's probably the first thing the majority of people would think of, but just wanted to let y'all know I thought it first. Oh my gosh. And then from that it goes to greyish white. Oh my days. Aunt Petunia is trying for an Oscar with this behaviour. It says she looked like she might faint, then she clutched her throat and made a choking noise. For what? Is she really trying to say she can't breathe? Or her throat's closing up? Because Harry got a letter. It seems like Uncle Vernon is saying no to Dudley for the first time in his life. And Dudley ain't too happy about that. Dudley shouts that he wants to read it. And Harry also says he wants to read it since it's his letter. But Uncle Vernon just tells him to get out. Harry doesn't move. And he freaking yells, "I want my letter," at the top of his lungs. That is risky behavior. But also kind of badass. Like, yes, Harry. I'm surprised he didn't retaliate at Harry shouting at him. Although I'm not completely certain about what's going through his head right now. Oh my days. But Uncle Vernon throws them out. And it says they had a furious but silent fight about who would listen through the keyhole. Oh, Dudley won. Harry had to lie on the floor to listen at the crack between the door and the floor. Oh, I kind of get why Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon reacted like that. They think they're being spied on. Right, so now they're thinking what to do, and after a bit of pacing, Uncle Vernon eventually decides that it's probably best if they just ignore it and don't reply. Ooh, Aunt Petunia might disagree. Uncle Vernon says he's not having one in the house, as in a wizard. I hate to break it to you, Vernon, but technically you already have. Apparently when they took Harry in, they swore that they would stamp out that dangerous nonsense, i.e. his magic. Kind of messed up, especially since it's not something Harry chose to have. That kind of reminds me about how some people believe you can stamp out illnesses, especially mental illnesses, by praying it away or by going to church or something, you know? It says that when Uncle Vernon got back from work that evening, he visited Harry in his room under the stairs, right? Which is apparently something he's never done before. Uncle Vernon's had a lot of firsts since we started this book. Wow, he visited Harry to tell him that the letter was sent to him by mistake and he can't have it because he's burnt it. Harry ain't that dumb though. He bravely says to Uncle Vernon's face, "No, it wasn't a mistake." Oh my days, but Uncle Vernon essentially just yells at him to shut up. I hate adults like that. I mean, I am an adult, barely, newly. I only just turned 21. I don't feel like an adult yet. Anyway, after Uncle Vernon tells Harry about his letter, he says that he and Aunt Petunia want Harry to move out of the cupboard and into Dudley's old bedroom, which is hella suspect. And Harry can sense that. So, Harry gets the room with all of Dudley's old broken toys. Does this mean that Harry is also an old broken toy? And naturally, Dudley has a tantrum about this. Damn, Harry is actually wishing he could be back under the stairs. The atmosphere with the Dursleys has become so weird since Harry got his letter. Oh my gosh, I don't know how Dudley does it. Because since Harry moved into his old room, during his tantrum, he'd screamed, he'd whacked his father with his knobbly smelting stick, he'd been sick on purpose. He made himself throw up on purpose. Why? To achieve what? Oh my god, he kicked his mother. Do you know what the fifth thing is? He had thrown his tortoise through the greenhouse roof. Why? Oh Oh, someone do something about this child, please. Because I'm not just moderately shook in a kind of funny way. No, now I'm starting to actually legit get angry. Because Dudley's actions are beginning to affect other people and animals now. I did not think I'd ever feel bad for, like, Mr. and Mrs. Dursley. Is this why Harry wants to go back under the stairs? Just so there's peace? Anyway, so it's the next day now, and like I said, the atmosphere is weird. For whatever reason, Uncle Vernon, he's trying to be nice to Harry, so he makes Dudley go get the post, and when he does, guess what he finds? Another letter for Harry, which makes Uncle Vernon and Harry leap down the hallway to try and get it. Damn, it says Uncle Vernon had to wrestle Dudley to the ground to get the letter from him. And on top of that, Uncle Vernon had Harry clinging to his back. So the three of them have a bit of a scrap for a few minutes, right? But eventually Uncle Vernon stands triumphant with the letter in hand. The book don't say that, by the way. I came up with that myself. Quite proud if I do say so. This is raising more and more questions though, including who knew that Harry hadn't received his first letter and that he now lived in Dudley's bedroom. I'm assuming these will be answered in due time. Now that Harry knows for sure that someone is essentially spying on them, he has formed a plan. So Harry wakes up the next morning, bright and early at 6 a.m. He quickly gets changed and tries to sneak out of the house so that he can wait for the postman down the street. You are kidding me. When Harry's about to head out, Uncle Vernon had been lying at the foot of the front door in a sleeping bag just to prevent Harry from doing something like this. That is some next level parenting. It says that he yelled at Harry for half an hour for trying to sneak out, and afterwards he casually asked him to make him a cup of tea. Bruh, the nerve. That's like fighting with your boyfriend and girlfriend and then asking them to kiss you afterwards. Was that also planned? Was Uncle Vernon just taking his anger out on Harry? Or was he purposely trying to take up time until the postman came so that he could get to it first? Because if it's the latter, that is some next level parenting. Whoa. This time, there's 3 letters for Harry instead of 1. At this point, I think I'd be getting a bit scared. Most people would have probably been scared a lot sooner, but I usually just go with the flow until things start to get a bit overwhelming. And this is beginning to sound like an obsessive nice guy, because one thing that nice guys tend to do is become more obsessive and aggressive the more you ignore them. Weird. It seems like the more aggressive the sender of the letters get, the more aggressive Uncle Vernon gets as well. Like, Uncle Vernon legit skipped work so he could nail his mailbox shut. If they can't deliver them, they'll just give up. Oh my god. It's also weird that Uncle Vernon is so sure that he knows how the letter sender thinks. Wow. So by the end of the week, 12 letters had arrived for Harry. And because they couldn't get through the letterbox, they'd been pushed in through the windows and under the door. And again, Uncle Vernon stayed home, burning all of the letters. And after that, he boarded up the front and back doors so no one could get in or out. And the icing on the cake, he sang Tiptoe Through the Tulips as he worked. Damn, on Saturday, the number of letters doubled. 24 letters had found their way into the house in any way they could. In egg cartons, in milk bottles. Oh my days, this iconic scene. I remember this. This is one of the few things I do remember. the no post on Sundays scene. Oh, this was just iconic. Right as Uncle Vernon is happily going on about how there's no post on Sundays, guess what blasts through the chimney? 40 letters. Wow. So Harry took his chance and tried to grab one of the letters, right? But Uncle Vernon throws him out into the hallway. But did he manage to get one? Damn. Okay. This is what does it for Uncle Vernon. After all of the letters like blast down through the chimney, he tells the others they have 5 minutes to pack and that they don't have a say in this. It says he's trying to speak calmly, but at the same time he's pulling tufts of hair out of his mustache. Oh my gosh. Oh my days. What a juxtaposition. So they do. They pack. And then they just drive. Oh my days. Uncle Vernon drives erratically to try and throw off whoever's spying on them. Oh hell no. It says that they didn't stop to eat or drink all day, which is terrible. Please don't any of you ever do that, please. I've done that before and I ended up going into shock from dehydration. Side note, let me know if you want a story time on that. I mean, it's serious and scary, but at the same time, I think it will make a good story time. Sue me. Oh lord. Alright, Uncle Vernon didn't tell any of them where they were going, but eventually they stopped at a gloomy looking hotel. Ew. It says the next day they ate stale cornflakes and cold tinned tomatoes. Whoa, so after they eat, the owner of the hotel comes over to them and he's like, excuse me, is one of you Mr. H. Potter? And he says he just got 100 of the letters addressed to Harry at the front desk. Mad lad. What? I swear, Uncle Vernon has lost his mind. He gets them all in the car again, drives them to the middle of a forest, gets out, looks around a bit, shakes his head, gets back in the car, and then drives off somewhere else again. He does that in a field, halfway across a suspension bridge, and at the top of a multi-story car park. Bruh, someone sectioned this man. Then after all of that, it says Uncle Vernon parked at the coast, locked the rest of them in the car, and just vanished. Harry just realized that the next day is his 11th birthday. Oh my life. So Uncle Vernon comes back eventually, and he's also carrying a long thin package. But when Aunt Petunia asked what it was, he didn't answer. All he says is that he found the perfect place. If I was in that car after seeing Uncle Vernon's previous behavior that day, I'd be questioning whether this place exists, you know? Oh boy, when he says that though, Uncle Vernon points out what looks like a large rock way out in the sea. And on that rock was a little miserable old shack. A shanty house. Sorry. How the heck? What? While he was gone, Uncle Vernon somehow got some random guy to lend him his boat. A toothless old man owns this boat. Does Uncle Vernon even know how to work the thing? They're in the middle of a storm as well. Bruv, J.K. Rowling is an actual genius when it comes to these descriptions. Like, to me, she's best at descriptions of characters, places, or food. Oh, she just really engages my senses. Like, when they're in the boat, it says icy sea spray and rain crept down their necks and a chilly wind whipped their faces. Oh my days. The crackhead, or whoever he got the boat from, gave them rations, but these things are a joke. All they have is a packet of crisps and a banana for each of them. Oh wow. Wow, Vernon. So when they're done with their food, Uncle Vernon tries to get a fire going with the crisps packets, but all they get is smoke. And you know what Uncle Vernon says? Bet you'd like one of your letters now, eh? Someone just needs to beat the smugness out of him. Like, in my mind, Uncle Vernon and Dudley have such a punchable face, you know? Oh no, they have to sleep with moldy blankets. Ugh. Aww. As Harry tries to sleep, he stares at Dudley's watch and counts down the minutes to his 11th birthday. Someone's outside. There's someone outside. There are signs of life outside their door. Harry hears a creak and something slapping hard on the rock, which I'm assuming are footsteps. Then there's a funny crunching sound. Oh my days. And then, boom. Someone knocks on the door. And that's it. That's the end of chapter 3, you guys. Which also means that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope this doesn't end up being too long either. I wasn't sure whether to do the whole chapter or not, but we at the start of chapter 4. And yeah, I like that. Seth liked that. Did you like that? If you did, make sure you give that like button a little kiss. And subscribe to become a starlet like me. Also, if you have read something that's just left you shook beyond repair and you think, oh my days, Charlotte needs to read this, then let me know in the comments. Okay guys, I'll see you later. Bye.